Aloha my kako. This is Oracle of the Golden Spiral. Today we're going to be doing a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to be working with the Vice Versa Tarot, and how I work with this tarot is a little bit different than any other tarot. So the cards for this video may appear upside down. I generally try to face them the other way for you folks, but I tried to do that earlier and it just was not flowing. So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. Gemini, what are the messages for Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. What are the messages for my Geminis? My messages have no dates, therefore when they find you, that's when the message is yours. I'm gonna get one card from the middle. And, okay. Okay, Gemini. In the past, it seems as if your truth for whatever the situation was, you were very clear on whether, with someone else or with yourself. It's not really telling me that your strength was in taking your time, being assured of your steps. It seems like this is the way that you had decided to move forward in your life. For whatever reason, you determined that that was the best path for you. I'm gonna open this up. Okay, so this may have to deal with a love situation. It feels like currently what you are seeing is that it's like taking time. I'm getting this feeling that you taking your time and really, you may have been moving too slow for this person, and so something may have happened between the two of you, because what I'm seeing is that in the silence, you have all of a sudden realized that what was being offered to you really was stability. Perhaps in the past, you were trying to move forward with caution steps because you wanted to assure your own stability, and for whatever reason, it may have seemed like the person that you were dealing with wasn't. They were, for you to have the geriatric course, the Knight of Pentacles inside, that was like what your guidance was, what your inner, what you needed to deal with this situation. For that to show up, it would tend to be that the other person, there has to be a contrast, right? So it feels like their steps, even though the Knight of Cups might be just a little faster than that assured Knight of Pentacles, it was still a little bit too quick for you. And I think that maybe what you did not realize was the partnership and stability that they were really trying to offer you. This could be vice versa, so take it as you will. I think currently like I said, in the silence, someone is realizing that that really is, they are seeing the grace and the beauty of this connection. How someone really really was there to offer them something genuine, that came from genuine emotion, and really wanted to to assure their happiness, and to spend time in partnership, and to really invest in those emotions. And it seems as if while those resources were there, we didn't take that, the other person didn't take advantage of them. And now in the silence, they're seeing everything that was really going on. They've been enlightened to the truth of the matter. Okay, I'm gonna open this up a little further. Okay, I think this person, their intuition was telling them that this was a genuine person, but because at the time they were really focused on maybe healing from things that had happened before in maybe prior relationships, or just, you know, maybe it's not always about the prior relationship, right? Like, we can take hits in other realms, like work, or any type of, you know, I recently had my car decided that I didn't want to participate any longer. And so, you know, we can have those types of things. And sometimes, you know, that energy can take over our world, and you know, sometimes we just need to, like, it's taken me a couple weeks to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do, get that done, and then really feel like that whole episode is over. So, you know, redoing insurance, like all kinds of things go on. And so maybe at the time it could very well deal with, you know, some hurt and damage from prior relationships, but they may have known, but they were closed off to it. Maybe internally they knew, but there's also this sense of a disbelief in love, a disbelief that partners are that development can happen from it. It really feels like either you, Gemini, or this person felt that nothing could be won by investing in those things. There's right, like in the Pentacles, you have the resources. It's just that sometimes we don't see those resources. He could go in and get warm, and probably they would feed him, maybe not more than soup and bread, but, like, you know, he would have what he needed. He's waiting for the outstretched hand. He's putting it this way, but it's right behind him. Everything, all the resources he needs are behind him. But just feeling like, you know, there's something in a disconnect. You know, 5 is change, and so there's something in a disconnect where they just feel like maybe no one wins in love. Like, investing in that is not as valuable maybe as, you know, the necessity of pentacles or something to that effect. But this man in the dark, night lit by stars, walking up to this fountain, all of a sudden, like in the quiet, sees the value of not just pouring emotion. Like this person wanted to pour emotion into someone, and this person is seeing not just the value of, you know, validating their own emotions, but being able to engage with someone who wanted to help fill that cup. Yeah, I think because of this feeling, there was just a very cold, very abrasive energy, because they had logicked it out, right? Or using logic to it's just a very cold energy. This is incredibly cold. So balanced, so loving. Confliction, extreme coldness. Let's see where we're going with this. Oh, actually, I do want to get one more card on this. Yeah. Despite the fact that whoever, you know, just realized this sees it, it's like I do feel like there was hurt in the past, but I do feel like this person is continuing to hold to that stance, but internally they are understanding. But it may not be too long until they reach out. The time really is now to reach out, but I'm not sure if the person who wasn't doing, you know, who wasn't accepting this, who wasn't understanding, if they will in fact do that. Let's take a look. I'll pull this back. I think the justice is here so that we understand that it should happen. Yeah, it's really about learning how to melt the icicles, either for you or this person, Gemini. It's like they still want to maintain that. They don't know how to move forward. There's a little bit of like learning and development that's going on, but also they're not sure how to, they're again still using logic and grappling with those thoughts, but not sure how to move forward, and because of that, restricting themselves from the engagement. But still, the thought on their mind is how to create justice in this situation. It's just they're unclear on how to do it. You know, I didn't do this for any other reading, but let's go ahead and find out what the universe has for you. How can this person achieve the justice that they're striving for? How can this person achieve the justice that they're striving for, please? Their Gemini or their person, whoever this is in this situation. Can we get some assistance for the stuck energy, please? really stuck. Can we get guidance for the stuck energy, please? Guidance for the stuck energy, please. Universe, what do we have? What do they need to do? Is the suspense killing you? It's killing me. I'm gonna split a deck in a minute if this doesn't. What is the guidance, please? 2 cards. 2 cards, universe. 2 cards, please, for guidance for Gemini or the person that is stuck. How do we dislodge this, please, Spirit? You know, my shuffling skills are not generally this great. I mean, you saw it at the beginning where I, like, nearly had an accident with the first one. Okay. Yeah, I think it's maybe discussing, there was pain in the past, and I think it's maybe just discussing how having that honest conversation about how it affected someone in the past, that actually will be the equal give and take, because that person will understand that it wasn't them. It really had more to do, you know, when people say it's not you, it's me, like, I think in this case that's very true, that whatever happened, whether it be in a previous relationship, or I really do think it might have to do with a previous relationship, because we're not able to give in that same way. And so I think it's really about discussing, right, these 2 are external, this 2 is internal, so it's like discussing that, what had gone on, that will help build the understanding and teamwork and cooperation to be able to develop this relationship. Maybe they might need time to just be friends. Maybe they just need to build a strong foundation first before we can move into, right? Because it's not cups, it's like pentacles. We're like building actual real, it's real development that's going to be cooperative and lasting. And so I think that a heart-to-heart conversation might need to be had so that everybody in this situation can have justice. Okay, Gemini, I think that's what I have for you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you hopefully in my future readings. Mahalo.